We are back with another one. Hi, everybody. Edward Builder here. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. October the 23rd, and this is your stimulus check update, where we cover everything from the stimulus check update to the second stimulus check update, executive actions, orders, and memorandums from the president himself, Donald Trump, and we cover the full details of the overall stimulus package deals that are being negotiated. Today, we'll hear from Nancy Pelosi, Steve Mnuchin, who is back in town, Mark Meadows, and we've reached that end of that second 48-hour deadline. We're going to have your update on that. We'll go step by step through the points of which we're still stuck on and the points of which we've had advanced pass and struck a deal upon. We will also take a look at the timeline of what it will take to get this done by the election. There may still be hope out there. But first, guys, remember to like and subscribe and join the channel. Every thumbs up you guys provide will help the YouTube algorithm move this message to other people who truly need to hear it right now. So thank you guys so much. And also, don't forget I have a giveaway. So for every time I strike a new 1,000 members, I'm giving one lucky subscriber $100 who posts comments down below. So all you got to do, be a subscriber, drop some comments down below, give us a thumbs up. And when I reach the next 1,000, I'm going to give you $100. So one lucky subscriber will win that $100. I hope it's you. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys, let's get into the details. I'm not going to hesitate another second. Reports out of the White House with Steve Mnuchin back. I want to get right into the sticking points that we are still stuck on. Steve Mnuchin, back in the U.S. from the Middle East, indicated that the administration can support a $1.9 trillion deal today. Mark Meadows indicates that we could get closer to the $2.2 to the $2.4 trillion deal if we can incentivize it to bring industry back to America. That means put some kind of tax incentive out there to get businesses to open up manufacturing, bringing jobs back to America, taking it back from China. This is what the Republicans are really, truly wanting to see. Okay, go through the sticking points. We are still stuck on the checks for ITINs, undocumented workers. Republicans say no checks, poison pill. Democrats say $1,200 should go to them. We're also still stuck on the amount of money for unemployment insurance, the unemployment assistance insurance. Republicans want $400. Anything more than that will be a disincentive to work. Democrats are saying, let's get the $600 out to the people every week. Consumer protections, we are still stuck on. Now, we passed for liability protections. This is between OSHA and, of course, the corporations. We're stuck on consumer protections. This is if you go shopping and there's liabilities protections around the virus, catching the virus when you're out shopping. Still stuck there. Families with child dependents. Democrats want to drop a whole bunch of tax credits, right around $10,000 worth of tax credits. They have like $5,900 for, I believe for the opportunity credits. There's all kinds of credits, but it amounts to about 10 grand. I'll put a link up here. Go check out my video. It walks you through all the details of all the 10 grand. Republicans want to just give you $1,000. They want to eliminate that 10 grand tax credits and just give you $1,000. School funding, we're stuck there. Republicans are at $105 billion. Democrats are at $200 billion. State and local funding. Now we have some good news here because we have increased the numbers a bit. Republicans were at $250 billion. Dems were at $417 billion. Republicans have now increased that number to $300 billion. That's where Steve Mnuchin has come in to tell us that they're getting that $1.9 trillion package. They keep going up and up and up. So great news there. Nancy Pelosi has indicated to us that she is still waiting for her committee chair members to deliver the updated reports for the verbiage of this overall bill. We know that things that are not up for debating longer, that we are in agreement on, things that we've moved past, both sides, the administration and Nancy Pelosi's House Democrats, have reached an agreement on a national test plan. That means that the states will no longer be responsible for developing their own test plan. There will be a national test plan. Both agree on an OSHA protection. These are AKA the liabilities protections that previously were just set up for corporations. And now we've included OSHA to protect the workers. Things like PPE, proper PPE, protective personal protective equipment inside the manufacturing environments, and things that are spelled out for what the manufacturer must provide to you and what they must not. So overall liabilities protections there. And both have agreed on stimulus checks. Awesome. Both agreed we will get stimulus checks in this next deal. They have also agreed on the length of time for the retroactive unemployment assistance from the unemployment insurance starting mid-September until the end of January. Mid-September may not be the thing that you all want to hear, because we do know that for a lot of us, PUA ended in July 31st. But however, there is still hope that you might have gotten onto the LWA program, and if your state is still offering it, you could pick up those funds that you need right away. So don't hesitate, get out there and see if you get captured the LWA if you have not yet done so. As I said earlier, we have now reached the end. It is Friday. We've reached the end of that second 48-hour deadline. The first 48-hour deadline was to get the parties together and tell us your position, right? That was what Nancy Pelosi stated. Tell us your position. We want to know where you are. 48-hour deadline. Then we entered into a new 48-hour deadline indicated by Mark Meadows. This is where the committees have taken over, and they've gone and drafted this overall position between the two parties, right? Between the administration and the House. So what are the next steps? What still needs to happen? We have not yet received confirmation that they've officially concluded the drafting, that we have an official agreement. The Friday deadline is today, but Friday is not over yet, so we may still hear good news before the day closes. So step one is to have the committee members draft the bill. Step two, over the weekend and into Monday and Wednesday of next week, they will run the bill through the Legislative Council. Step number three, Monday to possibly Wednesday of next week, that bill would have to come back to us by Thursday, Friday for step number four, in which they could potentially go over to see if there's any amendments that might be needed, or take it straight into the vote. Now, I've said this before because it's a pretty important thing that we always have to talk about. What happens post-election, right? So what happens if we see that Donald Trump potentially wins a second term in office? The Democrats will lose all their leverage. That $2.2 trillion, $2.4 trillion, we could enter into a lame duck scenario where we don't see any money for quite some time. If Trump loses, we also can see another lame duck scenario where there's a transition period where the administration still holds office until January, when Joe Biden would take over, and it's not likely that much would take place between then and now. Very scary, considering eviction moratoriums are coming near an end. With 11 days to the election, the update on the virus: we have 75,064 new cases, 828 new deaths. Meanwhile, we are arriving closer and closer and closer to a national housing crisis. What am I talking about? Eviction moratoriums from the CDC will end on December 31st. That is about 6 weeks from now. So this did not stop landlords from filing evictions. What it did is it stopped sheriffs from going out and evicting, courts from actually ruling in favor to evict. That does not mean they did not file, right? So there is a timing mechanism to all evictions, and they may have already been filed, okay? And so January, we could see a huge spike. Numbers reported about 4 million evictions come January and February of 2021. Average household size, 3 persons. So 12 million people going homeless. It's pretty scary stuff. So I really hope you guys can negotiate with your landlords. Now is the time to start talking. Don't wait until the last minute, if you've been potentially filed upon for an eviction. So make sure you guys get a negotiation started right away, so you guys do not end up in this poor situation. And that has been your stimulus update for Friday, October the 23rd. I thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, you guys are a great community. And if you have not yet subscribed, consider becoming a subscriber. Drop us a thumbs up, drop us a like, drop us a comment if you're a subscriber, and you will be entered into, every time we turn a new 1,000, I have a giveaway where I want to give one lucky subscriber $100. I just gave away $100 not too long ago, and I want to do it again, and I'd like to do it again, and I'd like to do it again. So, guys, consider becoming a subscriber. Remember to give us a thumbs up and a like somewhere, and post a comment down below, because that is your ticket to win. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for joining Ask Builder, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye for now.